You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source. You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source. You are listening to GHP Radio, powered by iTrackRadio.com, your independent music source. Fresh, new music, right here on the all-new GHP Radio, your new independent music source.
Someday we'd find a way here, and here we are, all alone. No need for words, our hearts are speaking loud and clear, and I'ma give you what you want. Relax your mind, 'cause all I wanna do is be keep you satisfied. And I'm gonna take my time, 'cause tonight we're going on. I won't stop till you get enough. Oh, good loving all night. Can't stop was captured by your style, but I could not catch your eye. So I stand here helplessly, hoping you'll get into me. I am so into you, I can't think of nothing else. No, no. See, I am so into you, baby, I can't think of nothing else. Thinking how it's gonna be whenever I get you next to me. It's gonna be good, don't you know? From your head to your toes, I'm gonna love you all over, over and over. Hey, me into you, you into me, me into you. Oh yeah, I'm so into you. Oh yeah. Hey baby, driving me crazy, I'm so into you. You into the room, there was voodoo in the vibe. Oh yeah. See, I was captured by your style, but I could not catch your eyes. So I stand
so shy, trying to find something to say. Whatever I think needs to be right to you. No way, down off your drive, 'cause now you're everything I see. When it was all that it took, and you left your mark on me. Now I've got everything to lose, 'cause you're the only one I choose. No one makes me feel the way you do, the way you turn me on. Kiss me, babe, I want you to. My lonely days are gonna go anywhere with you. I'll go anywhere with you.
Listen to me now.
Let go of fear, make that move right now. Don't let this good thing pass you by. Give him some feelings hidden inside. Stay there, don't leave. Till I feel trapped, 'cause now you're everything I see. One look was all that it took, and you left your mark on me, girl. I got everything to lose, 'cause you're the only one I choose. No one makes me feel the way you do, the way that you turn me on. Kiss me, babe, I want you to. My lonely days are gonna go anywhere with you. I go anywhere with you. To the beat of slow, I want you to. To the beat of slow, anywhere with you. To the beat of slow, I go anywhere with you. Anywhere you wanna go,
Way too hot. To the beat no slot. 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 Way too hot. To the beat no slot.
Can't wait to unwind. I was so stressed out, but today I'm gonna let my head down. I'm looking forward to explore. Can't wait for the night. We'll be taking flights, reaching heights, whatever. I just might. For you, I'll put your favorite dress on. For you, I'll even wear my hair long. And even though I might be overdressed, so long as you're impressed, guess what we are doing tonight?
You ready?
It's just like a date night, a date night. Baby, love me tonight, tonight. It's just like a date night, a date night. take you back to the water where we watched the ocean rise. When you whispered those sweet nothings, make me feel like something. If only we went back in time. For you, I'll put your favorite dress on. For you, I'll even wear my hair long. And even though I might be overdressed, so long as you're impressed, guess what we are doing tonight? Oh, it's just like a date night, a date night. Baby, love me tonight, tonight. It's just a date night, a date night. Be my baby tonight, tonight. Hello? Hey baby, how are you? Yes, I'm back home and I'm tired. No, I'm here at the house just resting. Why? What's up? Are you serious? You want to go out tonight? Where we going? Come on now. I'm too tired for this. Where are we going? So how do you want me to dress? Alright, I'll be ready. It's just like a date night, a date night. Baby, love me tonight, tonight. It's just like a date night, a date night. Be my baby tonight, tonight.
day it shines so bright. It's because I do love you. You know that. Near you I'll be all day, all night. Because you love me too. You know that this place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on you. My life is yours and yours is mine. I'm needing you, need you. Clear sky, no clouds are seen in view. There's no need to stay away. Come, my love. Time come, we need to seal it true. There is no other way. We know that this place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on you. My life is yours and yours is mine. I'm needing you, need you, need you. My heart, my mind, they are as one. It's because I'm so in love. We know that the best of all is yet to come. You see now there is love. We know that this place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on you. My life is yours and yours is mine. I need you, need you, need you. This place that we have come to creates a bond to keep on you. My life is yours and yours is mine. I'm needing you, need you, need you. my time. I've forgiven you for my heartache. No more sad songs, I can see the daybreak. Morning meditation, thoughtful relaxation. Trust the healing, learn to love again, love again. Babe, I know you've done it before. It's always easy, leave and close the door. I'm taking back my power within. Reset my life, hey, it's my time. It's too late, gotta love myself, babe. Say it's too late, trust the voice inside. I already know the strength that I own. Reset my life, hey, it's my time. Trust
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Indie Live Spot. And we're very excited today because we have our return guest from last week. We had some technical issues last week during the show, so we only got an hour in last week with our guest, Mr. John Carey. But we also have today a gentleman that has a lot of great information for a lot of artists. If you're out there listening and watching, today would be a great time to take this in because this gentleman has a lot of great stuff. So just help me welcome Mr. Barry Coffing, and also John Carey is going to be our guest today as well. So thank you both for coming in today.
Oh, pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
Always.
Yeah.
You were doing that build-up. I thought for sure you were going to talk about Ray.
Bring that in the house.
Well, well, I figured Ray's probably his stomach's probably boiling right now because he was garfing it down before we we came on the air.
I don't know what they're talking about, Ray. I never saw anything.
Hell, I'm still hungry.
Oh man, but yeah, we're very, very happy, guys, to have you both on today, and John, it's great to have you back, and we're definitely going to get back, or kind of continue where we left off from last week, but we definitely want to talk with Mr. Barry, man, because Barry, you have some things going on, and I know the music supervisor thing when that was first started. I remember that from way back because I remember I actually signed up for that long time ago, but I just didn't really, I didn't do what I should have been doing. I had so many different things going on, but now
there were a lot of people back then.
Yeah. But I hear you have something else that's going on too as well. So I'm just going to let you just take over and just talk to us about what you have going on, sir.
So I'm going to take over. First, we're going to talk about what Ray had to eat. So I've got I grew up in Houston, Texas, went to the high school for the performing and visual arts, ran off to LA to be a rock star, went, wow, I'm not as good a player as I thought, ended up, I had an artist deal on Warner Brothers in Asia that was double cardboard, had my own label on Sony that folded in under 6 months. I did some really important things and ended up settling into writing songs for film and TV. I wrote 200 of those. I'm an Emmy loser, I co-wrote a song called "How Do You Talk to an Angel?" That was a theme song for a TV show called The Heights that went to #1 here in a bunch of other countries. And I kind of did a lot of different things and ended up now, I started a company in 2005 called MusicSupervisor.com. And we basically built a software for music supervisors to license music.
Yeah.
And we've grown that over the years. And now we kind of divided it up. We used to be got music, need music, got music, need music. Now, MusicSupervisor.com is where we talk to all the supervisors and indie filmmakers on how to correctly license things. We've got terms of all the licensing stuff and all that. But on the other side, we launched We Get Artists, which is where we help the artists, because all of the people that work for me are artists themselves, and they're producers and engineers, and so we built a very pro artist kind of thing there, and we, like, in the last month, we track everything. We're real transparent. It's very pro artist, and we pitched last month 151 projects for film and TV.
Wow.
We had 6,000 songs heard. And if you go on the site, you can kind of see, what we're doing. We put stuff in a lot of big projects and a lot of little ones too. But on top of that, like, our deal is non-exclusive. We don't take any publishing. There's no long-term contract. You're out whenever you want to go. We don't want to be the only guy pitching you. Like, no matter how busy we are, right. We see 5% of the deals, and I don't want to cut somebody out of 95% of the other ones.
Sure.
So it's all really, really pro artist in that. And we've got some other things that we're working on that we're super excited about. We've got a pro account now that we're testing a lot of really new stuff. So, and things where we really are looking for people that want to write for film and TV.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got certain projects where we go, okay, we're supervising this directly. The director needs a song like this, a song like that. We've got 2 or 3 weeks to civilize. We say, okay, who wants to write for it?
Mm.
And so we do that. And then there is a new thing we're testing that's not on the site right now, where we get these emergency pitches where they go, oh my God, I need a song like this in 2 hours.
Mm.
And a lot of them, the longest we would get by the end of the day. So there's no time to write something. And also we have a big enough library that it's tough to listen to everything that might be appropriate. So we're now want to use artificial intelligence to empower people and basically reach out to our writers and go, hey, they're looking for a song like this. Joyce, do you have anything? And you could be, at the ice cream parlor going, yeah, I love it. I got this song, and you select it, click pitch, and it goes straight into the supervisor's folder.
Nice.
So now we're leveraging your knowledge of your own music, which is really exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the kind of stuff. And I also, because we're doing funding, just because I saw one of your other podcasts about the music business, and because we're seeking funding, I know every horrible number that you would ever want to know about the music business. So if you want dirt, I am ready for you.
Yes.
The biggest one is that the major labels now, between 83 and 85% of all the money that recorded music's making for them is from streaming. So anyone who tells you there's no money in streaming, that is not true. They're making $2.5 million an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and the total numbers, the whole recorded music business is 60. It's basically $6 billion, and like what I do is film and TV licensing is about $500 million. I mean, it's good, and also too, it's not really when you do film and TV, it's not just the money up front, because an unknown artist with an unknown song, there's only so much you can drive the price up.
Right.
But it's the royalties on the back end. Whatever I get the artist on the front end, they're going to make 3 times that over time.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like mailbox money. And I had a good run. I had 2 years where I was making plenty. And you can get used to that. And unfortunately, it's just like being an athlete. You think it's never going to dry up. Then they cancel your TV show and then you're broke again.
Yeah.
So that's, but I think it's an exciting time because there's some things going. If we can get paid fairly, there's a real great demand for music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I got to tell you, like one of the guys from Spotify or from Google, I don't know if he got drunk or whatever, but he was over in England 6 months ago, and he spilled all the numbers for YouTube.
Oh wow! Really?
Yeah. Here's the stuff. I mean, if there's anything you're kidding me. He admitted that 25% of their time, like so, 1 out of every 4 minutes spent on Google is either looking for or listening to music, accounting for 250 million hours a day.
Wow.
Oh,
and
man.
these their quarterly numbers at the same time. He makes $7 billion a year off of just the music. So
that's the driving force then.
Yeah, you'd kind of think that. Another 25% he admitted was movies and music heavy stuff. So the fact that in order to get paid on YouTube, you have to have 1,000 subscribers.
Right.
You have to have an aggregate 4,000 listening or watch hours, and then they're going to give you a sliver.
Right.
Yeah.
Please.
And,
Right.
and that part.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they can't act like we're not valuable.
Mm-hmm.
Like music accounts for $170 million a year in economic impact in the United States alone. So don't act like music doesn't have value.
Right.
The thing, like you guys, before we started talking about Facebook, oh man, I hate those guys with the fire of 1,000 stuff. Because, I mean, I don't know if people really know that. I mean, the people in the know do, but you build up a list of 5,000 fans. You talk about your new single, Gary's dropping a new single. How many people do you think see that?
No.
Right.
Right.
You know, it's They tell you what it is, and they use. I love their term. Your organic reach is 5%.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Organic reach. What if you want truth in advertising? Your artificial limiting is set to 5%. That means out of Gary's 5,000 people, only 250 know he's got a new record out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Gary, would you like to boost the post so more people do it? Gary's going to go, heck yeah, he's going to pay to get all 5,000. Oh, whoa, we'll do 5,000. They won't be all your fans. The algorithm will do 2,000 or 3,000 yours, but there's some other people that would be better for us here at Meta if we showed them that.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that, man?
Wow.
They take your fans hostage.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's your people. Yeah.
I get the biggest beat. Man, half the people I know, I hate social media. I don't find it social or media, you know. But it's one of the big challenges that we've got to face.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. That makes
Yeah,
so much sense.
I've always said there's some things I don't like. I tolerate it because that's just the way it is. But I don't like it because even on Twitter, I remember I used to get thousands of impressions on a post.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, if I got a couple of hundred, I was doing great.
Yep.
Because they did something to stop people from so the algorithm is to warn them who's most effective so we can control it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That's how I see it.
Well, it's and some of it is it really seems unfair that we build these followings, we build everything, and then they can change it, take it away from you in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, they think they don't need us. They think they don't care. Well, if we all left one day, I think they would.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that would
30%
wake everybody
of
up.
all the money from streaming is indie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree with you.
and they think they wouldn't miss that bottom third, but let me tell you, we're the ones driving stuff. You know, Spotify, they go, hey, if you don't put out a new record every 90 days, we're going to spank you with the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they work against you. And it's not in our best interest to be marketing a single all the time. It's very expensive, and you never recoup.
Right.
Great for them, shitty for us, you know?
Get back.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't believe I ever even bought into that. I'm like embarrassed. Now there's a natural cycle. There's you know, you need to go, you make the record, then you take extra time and get the marketing materials and the videos and that, and then you go out and promote it. You're not, you know, you can't be in the middle of production, pre-production, marketing materials all the time. That's why the artists are going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't put on that many hats.
Right.
And there's no such thing as DIY. DIY is a big fat lie.
Mm-hmm.
If the Beatles didn't have a good manager and a good producer, they'd still be playing in a brothel in Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what they say.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
You're
didn't
right.
have accidentally found it, you know.
So what is the solution for all of this?
I thought you'd never ask that, Ray.
No, right. That's
No, I actually have part of what we're building out of the We Get Artists thing is we're secretly working on a music discovery platform that we're going to call We Get Music. And we're gonna, like, so we spent about $1.8 million on the search engine. Because your biggest problem is getting found. There are 90 million songs on Spotify right now and Apple Music with no real search engine. You're going to find them on their playlists. Do you know how many playlists there are on Spotify? 2 billion.
Wow.
Narrow it down for you. I mean, my joke is that they got, 15 genres? I got 1,542. You need Portuguese fado? I got a category. Korean hip-hop? Not a problem. You know? Turkish dance music? You got it. So we built something for music supervisors that happens to have a great search engine. And so the idea is to create a discovery platform, and guess who I'm not letting on it? No major label artist. No one needs to discover Taylor Swift.
I know, right?
Well, you make so much sense.
I love
Yeah.
Ed Sheeran, but he didn't need discovering right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But you know, they're gonna be trying to get on that platform.
And
trying.
I checked. No, the thing is we're not even going to pay the same way. So what they do is they go, okay, we're supposed to get a half a penny. Now I got a bunch of people like the people in this room, and we all looked at our statements. None of us are getting a half a penny. It's 0.003.
Exactly.
Is as good as we get. But let's pretend like they do a half a penny. right? So the average Spotify's paid subscriber listens to 200 songs a month. So they go, hey, music guys, here's your $1, and they pocket the rest.
Yeah.
So we wonder why we're not making money. So there's one of the reasons. But on a user-centric model, which is what the Europeans are doing, you go, like in our system, we don't have a rate. Somebody's paying $10 a month. If they listen to 200 songs, we take a third of the money for the company, 30%. We give the artist 60%, and then we got 10% that floats. If Ray made his own playlist, man, he gets a 10%. It's my radio station. Joyce is a big fan, and she makes a super playlist, all Ray all the time. Hey, let's give her 10%, Ray, man. She just made us all a bunch of money. So we've got it broken out like that. So in a scenario where, let's say somebody logged in and they listened to one of Gary's songs. Well, if they only listen to one song, they would pay Gary that half a penny and pocket the rest. On ours, we go, they listen to one of Gary's things. Well, we take the streaming fees off the top. Well, cost us nothing to stream one song. The credit cards, let's call it 30 cents. So I got $9.70 left. Well, I'm going to take almost $3. Joyce is going to get her almost $1 for making the playlist, and Gary's going to get just under $6 for one stream.
Sounds like a win-win situation.
Yeah.
There's like 3 wins.
Spotify. That's
I like that. You know, Barry, when I first started doing this radio thing, I built a program for the independent artists, period, is in every genre, and to every radio station, terrestrial radio station in that genre, that program, a music director can go into there and pull the songs out and what they want to listen to. But in order to promote this, the artist, for 6 to 8 weeks or more, $3,000 or $2,000, that's all they had to pay.
Yep. And they wouldn't do it, would they?
They wouldn't do it.
You know what else? You want to know something horrible? I tried to test the messaging on this new platform. They won't do it. They won't promote it. They won't talk about it. Because the way I thought about it is, when we talk about streaming, even though we all know that's where the money is, and they can read all the reports and circles and arrows, I tried everything. But the truth is, they've never made any money from streaming. None of their friends or family or their tribe. They got somebody who made money selling Mary Kay and Coffing, but they don't got anybody they know that made money from streaming. And then they read all the articles, the trusted people,
right?
And everybody's talking about how they ain't making any money off streaming.
Right.
They don't. There's no way that you can market something like that. But put songs in movies, they line up out the door. We've never advertised. I've never. I like, it's word of mouth. People watching your show, cool people. That's all we do. You've never seen in one ad, one social media blast going, sign up here. We don't do that because we get a lot of bad things. I'd rather have good people tell other good people.
Yeah.
But you have a great platform in that you say non-exclusive. That's what caught my attention. Non-exclusive. I mean, you have an agreement, but it's non-exclusive, meaning you can put your music somewhere else. That shows how confident you are, but it also shows, because you are a musician, you've been in the trenches, you already know, and I think people with that background just understand what we're going through. And that's when I was on the panel with you, I was so impressed. I said, other indie artists need to hear you, because there's so much hustle, there's so much game out there, there's so much pretend. I think many times it's not that artists don't want to pay the money, but if you're like me, you spent all this money and you didn't get anything in return, you become a little jaded. So meeting you, the founder,
a little, yeah,
you become. And I thought it was important, and that's why I reached out to you. Will you come live on our show? Because we have indie artists, that listen, and we also put this in archive where they can come back and listen. I think meeting you, it made a difference for me meeting you like that. So, and I was just really impressed
too. I'm like, one of the things we don't do is we don't talk about all the placements we get because we service the other supervisors.
Okay.
So my wife hates me saying this, but like, we're like the town hooker. Everybody uses us. But like we were doing sponsoring the Billboard Film and TV conference. We had a booth and we saw somebody, hey man, how'd that thing go out? And it was like, I'm with my wife, I'm with my boss at Disney. He thinks I found it. Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we're going, okay, well, we don't want to embarrass anybody, and you guys don't care who gets credit. So sometimes you'll see us going, congratulations to Joe Blow for that great placement. Not able to say that, hey, we got it for him,
Right.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. What I'm just admiring is the
choice between fame and fortune. I'll take the fortune.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I told somebody? I said murderers are famous. That's not always cut out to be. George, do you want to be famous? I want to be successful. I just want to be successful. And I think that's, I love it. But just a couple of questions. And the music that artists submit, I understand that they go to your website, they have to fill out a form, and then you guys have to view it. Now, are you looking just for original music? Because some artists have arrangements of cover tunes, because there's a copyright issue there, because they don't actually own the copyright.
Not for us, no.
All original.
We got pro guys, and all you list it as a cover. And then, and actually if you're going to do cover tunes, other people's songs, there's two kinds that'll do well at film and TV. If you're going to do something that sort of kind of sounds like the Eagles, don't do that. I mean, if you can put it up there, but it's not valuable, because they're going to pay so much for the publishing that your mediocre version, no way am I doing it. But you want something that either sounds exactly like the record. You mean that's not the Eagles? Or you want, I never heard the Eagles as hip hop. You want something so far away and radical and cool that we place a lot of those things. So like when you say you did an arrangement of it, yes, please. Because that they want they still get the familiarity of the song, but it's not that old school thing.
Right.
They're getting a different take on it.
That makes sense.
Because I do hear cover tunes by other artists on movies sometimes, and I like it. I'm like, oh, okay, I've never heard it like this on a movie, so that's why I asked that question. And also, I remember when you were talking about sometimes they need something in 2 hours that sounds like. I'm trying to think of an artist right now. Let's say Beyonce. We need something that's in 2 hours. What if somebody has it, but they haven't filed for copyright yet? They haven't done it.
The U.S. copyright law, it's yours upon creation.
Right.
You don't see many copyright. You're going to whip out, here's my computer log when I was writing the lyric or recording this. Let me see yours. So you do not have a copyright problem. You want to file it anyway, and copyright will give you certain protections. But no, man, you file that. Like the second I finish something, I upload it. Any artist, I'm going to upload it and they go, oh, but I'm not ready to put it out. It's like, dude, I could put you in a movie today that could take 8 months to come out. They have no idea the distance. And I tell them, what's the worst case scenario? I put it in and they go, oh my God, we put you in Grey's Anatomy. It's going to be on next week. Are you going to tell me, no, take it out? I like the picture the same. Then when you tell them that, they go, yeah, I guess you're right. I think indie artists get used to trying to roll like major label artists. You're not a major label artist. So you don't have a jet boat that you can go, I'm going to drive this way as fast as I can through the water. You got to catch some waves. You got to go, well, wait a minute, I want to go to the shore, but if I can catch this wave or that wave, and I'm not talking about changing your brand, but you got to be ready to pivot. If I put you in a movie, I know what the new single is, don't you? It's time to shift.
And then you can always file, if you already put it in a movie, then you can take it and say, okay, I'll file it, but you have your evidence that like you said, the dates and everything.
No, nobody's still like the legal thing. If I put one of your songs in a movie without the legal paperwork, the standard infringement is $25,000 per screening per theater. Nobody ever gets that, but the damages are so onerous that no one.
I didn't know that.
No, people don't know that. The reason you want to copyright too is you could sue for damages. You can't if you don't copyright.
Yeah.
But you've got 9 months after it goes out there to file.
Yeah.
You know.
I look at it like
Good
this,
information.
Yeah, that is very good information. Thank you.
Well,
You were saying, Ray?
if I can get me a word in, edgewise.
I'm talking. Look, Gary, we finally got one in.
But a lot of these artists, I don't understand it. They are afraid to actually leap out their own faith. They're scared to leap, but they have to make the leap.
There's two things. One is they're more ashamed of spending money foolishly.
Yeah, true.
You know, that's one kind. There's another kind that they're scared of success. They're scared of, like, it's one thing, I'm working on my record. When you put it out there, now it can be rejected. You're setting yourself up. Once you can get a bad review. And again, if you can't deal with rejection, are you in the wrong business?
I promoted this group back in the day. Now they beginning to form themselves back together after 30 years. And I had them, they had 3 songs on the Weather Channel.
Ooh.
And then they was in, before XM, it was Satellite Network here in Dallas. And they was on the Harbor Show. They was written up in jazz time. They was charting, and Miles Davis behind them, and they was charting. And like I said, they got some stuff, man. Like I said, some good stuff. Joyce was at the concert, the Charlie Christian, and she enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
Them boys is bad.
Well, the weird thing about film and TV, everybody wants to give me their hit single. You know what the hardest thing for me to place?
What's that?
Hit single. Because 95% of the time, I need you to give me a vibe, but lay there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't want to hear Joyce hit a high note in the middle of this thing, Right. And then otherwise they're going to be going, ooh, who's that singer? And they quit listening to the actors.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I got to tell you, man, the songs that make you the most money will not be what you think.
Yeah.
Now, if I get an end title or a love montage, yeah, I want that. You can be as outrageous and great as you can.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, you're in a coffee shop. You're the wallpaper.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In indie films, I'll tell you what. One of the number one reasons somebody gets in an indie film, bad production sound. They're in the back in the kitchen and they got a 60 cycle hum. It turns on, it turns off. The air conditioner's blowing. It's not. It's blowing. It's not. What are we going to do? We can't fix the production sound. It's a kitchen. They're back there working. Let's put on some of that Hispanic stuff and we'll just cover it up with a song. There you go. Same thing. She's in her room. Let's pretend she's listening to the radio. So there is, like, on low budget things, you just got a slot because somebody was sloppy during the day of filming.
Wow.
But I found out when they do it at home, the toilet was the best sound booth.
You just, I made $750 the wedding march played by a tuba. I will sell anything.
And that's what I noticed about being a musician, and I've heard other people talk about sync line system. I started listening to what kind of music that I hear on commercials or movies, and sometimes it's not your hit type music.
Not what you think. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's most of the time. That's what like sometimes, like, even if we could announce certain songs that we placed, we got really good people, but about a third of the time, I wouldn't be real proud about who I made money for. I'm telling you, man, you listen, you go, woo, good thing it's tucked down in the back of that coffee shop, But it does the right thing I need it to do.
Right.
That's cool.
Well, everybody's written a song they don't like. They like, oh, that wasn't good. But it may work in a movie or a commercial for some reason.
Well, and now what we're doing, like with the new Discovery thing, it's not going to be like, it's hard because people don't understand because you sign up to Music Supervisor or We Get Artists, that gives me the right to act as your non-exclusive agent. So we could do micro licensing. We started testing this, and we started licensing a bunch of black gospel in Seattle. We're going like, no offense, I know Jimi Hendrix, but how many black people are in Seattle? Why are we doing this? And you find out it's a funeral home, and they're doing these eulogy videos on YouTube. Brother John passed away, and they got a real soulful vocal with a slideshow, and it's killing it. You know?
Oh yeah.
Weddings. If you can't have Michael Jackson, put it up on YouTube. You know, so we've got a whole list of great wedding music that you could kind of overlay it on the, you know, Here Comes the Bride when they're walking down. Because what's a bride want to do when she finishes getting her video? First thing they want to do is pop it up on YouTube and get a takedown notice.
True.
Yeah.
Or have them strip all the sound out, you know? So there's a lot of micro licensing, particularly for guys that do beats and instrumentals, corporate videos, all that kind of stuff. So we want to be able to facilitate that licensing and the streaming and the downloads. We have 50,000 songs in Europe making money at Sonic Branding. So we supply the music to 200 Italian grocery stores, Swedish eyeglass huts.
Wow.
You know, and it's micro licensing, and it takes like 6 to 18 months to start coming in. But what do you care?
Yeah.
Right.
So we do some things where we get paid good, and we track. We know everything they're playing, and those are who gets paid.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
so we got people not getting rich, but making maybe $1,000 a year.
Yeah, what's that company? What's the company that plays the elevator music all the time?
Music.
Music.
You know, and they're now Hear Music, or they got bought up by somebody in that Mood Media owns Music.
Okay.
And what's funny is we get all the time for movies sounds like music. So we want a smooth jazz, really horrible version. The kind of guy you go, no, please, no. Yeah. That guy sucks so good, can't wait. I have made money for those guys where you would like everybody on this call would be embarrassed. And I got them paid. You know.
Oh.
That's pretty
Okay.
cool.
And that's what I mean. When I've heard some movies, I've heard things I'm like, oh, I was trying to be nice, but for some reason it fits what was happening.
Well, we get a call like need 19, like an 18-year-old indie rock band that sucks. They're playing through the garage. We go indie rock band, find the crappy ones.
Yeah.
Let's put them up.
Yeah.
You know, oop, that one's too good. Pass.
Yeah.
When
Because
you're doing that, that always feels really weird.
Yeah, because I know in your business, it's pretty much about the client, right? So
Yep. We have no control. In fact, one of the things we do too, I believe in like transparency. So in Music Supervisor, I built this tracking system, and so every time any of your songs comes up in a search, you get you get a click that says, "Here's all the searches that came up." So that see what of my songs are they searching more for? Oh, this song? We'll write some more of those. But then we also we every time we get it listened to by a supervisor or an ad agency guy or whatever, we send you an email. It's called the Heard Report. It goes, "Hey Joyce, your song "I Love You Baby" got heard for film today."
Okay.
And that's it. That's my job.
That's cool.
I can't do anything for you, but we also track what we call forwards. So if they heard it and they go, "I love Joyce's thing," if they download it, they are not adding it to their iPhone. They are emailing it to the director, sending it to the producer, cutting it to the picture. If you get that, you did your job. After that, we got to both get lucky. So you know, and then we notify you every time you get placed. You'll know before I do.
So with your program, is it an unlimited amount of songs a person can add?
Yep.
Is it?
And we don't like. There's a free account. You upload all the stuff. You gotta own it. You gotta have the rights to do it. Don't. I rented this beat. I get one more rented beat, I'm gonna kill somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get me sued? You know.
Right.
Right.
So you got to make sure. You know. We do, but when it's uploaded, it's always available for film and TV. But before I do any of my other things, I have to. Hey, can I grab this real quick? I'm sorry, it's somebody on that.
You got it.
Hang on 1 second. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all need to get on that.
Yeah, but you know that it sounds.
I'm already on it.
It sounds kind of close to. You remember this thing called Taxi?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is very expensive.
Yeah.
But it was kind of very similar to some of the same. I'll go on and look on his website and see his difference. But Taxi was weird because you study pay. You study pay. You paying almost weekly and or whatever it is, and then you're kind of hoping, and it kind of puts you in that thing. Well, am I going to get a song picked up or whatever the case is? It's like, so after a while, you just shelling out money.
Yeah, that's all that place was about, I think. Yeah.
So you have to be very careful when you're looking at things like this, because it's
and that's what I explained to Barry.
Yeah.
We did that show together, Artist Impact. We were on the same panel. That's how I met him. But I said a lot of the times we're jaded because we've been taken advantage of, or we've come across. All they want is your money. And I said, I think that you coming on the show and let people hear you talk, and I think it makes a difference when you meet the persons, because most of the time the people on sites that want your money, they don't even, when you do your research, you can research and find out exactly where it was created. That's hidden. You can't find these people even if you wanted to. So and that's where it is. Like I've always said, when I walk into a shoe store, I don't mind giving money for shoes, but I want to walk out with some shoes.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yesterday I watched this movie yesterday, and it's with Ja Rule and the guy that did this. They tried to do this concert in the Bahamas, right? But they actually drove these people out of $150 million.
Yep.
And it's like, you're looking at that saying, okay, where's my trust? Where's my people I can trust to do Y and Z? And you just, you go through everything in life just thinking that, okay, you get 50%, and sometimes you're not going to get that, So.
Well, wish I got 50%.
I know. Well, I'm just saying, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think the big deal with film and TV, the fact that we've got a free account and I only make money when you make money, pretty hard to rip you off that way.
No, I'm cool with that. That is a plus.
Yeah, that's a
plus. That was a good thing.
Yeah, so I think the hard part that I have with artists is they think that my job is to get them in a movie, and it's not. My job is to get them heard for the movie. Their music's to do its job.
Right.
Yeah, your music got to speak for itself.
Well, it can be great music. It just doesn't look good to that picture or whatever. Like once you get forwarded, once they've done it on, that meant the music supervisor thought you belonged in the movie, but he had to give them 5 choices. So instead of Joyce getting in, sorry, Ray got it.
Right.
But it doesn't mean your song was bad.
Yeah. See, I'm okay with that. If John gets it and I don't get it, I'm okay with that. I just said, okay, next. I'm happy for John. I'm happy. I'm just so happy to have a level playing field, if you will, somewhere where we can all go. And even, it's free to upload your music, and then you have some perks for the upgrade. I would even encourage you to upgrade, because you're even reasonable when you consider what you said earlier about how much you spent on that. That's a lot of money, and then you're reasonable even with the pro. And I would like to go pro, because I the more I hear, the more I realize I need to learn.
Well,
I need to learn more.
Well, you will love the sales meetings. So the sales meetings, I've got all the guys in LA. I've got a team in Germany when LA goes to sleep. So we talk about, hey, here's what we're seeing, here's what they're looking for. Hey, it's Christmas in July. So you can see those things. But we use our pro members to test new features. And that's what we do with the $10 a month. The other thing too, in the pro account, we have, if after 6 months of the pro account, you think it wasn't worth your money, I'll give you your money back.
I saw that.
Yeah, so like,
And
I'm not trying to rip, like, you're trying to rip me off for $10,
No.
fish, you know?
Right.
Yeah. If you off, it wouldn't be for $10. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah,
Right.
we know it. And then also, guys, there's an agreement that you have to sign. He was talking earlier about don't get me sued. There's a disclaimer in there where you hold them harmless, if you will. So don't think that you could just.
No, yeah. If somebody comes and sues us because you forgot you had a co-writer,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah, it's in the agreement. They're gonna so just be aware.
You know, it doesn't matter. They're going to sue all of us anyway.
That's true.
Yeah, when it comes to money.
No, it's not that. You know that
It's deep pocket.
we have $1 million Lloyd's of London errors and omission bond that I pay for every year.
Good,
And I hate
good,
it.
good.
It's like
I said, deep
I mean, you
pocket.
can't use it though. You got a problem. You if you use it, it's like car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you using your insurance? Yeah. Yeah. Then they're gonna jack my rates up.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I gotta pay
Which
it
is
just
totally
up,
unfair.
you know.
Right.
And the pros, like we had a thing where we had a company we were representing. They had a great catalog, and they had done an admin deal with Bug Music. And so we do admin deals, so we just sent their money to Bug Music every time we got in place. Well, they neglected to tell us they sold their catalog to Bug Music.
Oh, wow.
So we put a song in a Warner Brothers film, and they come back, hey man, your guys don't own this. What do you mean? I call them up. Oh, we forgot to tell you. What? Oh, you idiots! You know.
Right. Dang.
And so I call them up and tell them, you know, hey, this is what happened. They go, we've been getting those checks. We couldn't figure out where. You know, like it's like, well, it was me. So they called Warner Brothers, and Bug Music said, you know what? Pay Barry, he'll pay us.
Mm-hmm.
We got out of the hole. Like they treated it like the pros they were, and most of the people that are pros are really cool like that. If it's a legit mistake, nobody's going to sue you. Plus, it costs almost $400,000 to file and win a case in federal court.
Yeah.
So unless you're talking a boatload of money,
Yeah.
that ain't it. Now, there's a new thing that the Grammys have or there's a new law where they've got a way, kind of like a small claims court for artists, and they're starting to roll that out. And it's like the damages are $10,000 a piece, limit of two infractions. But it's like if somebody really kind of sort of rips you off, you can get them for 10 or 20 grand, and it's something new to look up.
Okay.
And we've been fighting for it with the Grammys for a long time, and we finally got that passed. So I'm going, yay!
Cool.
Yeah, and that's to avoid runaway verdicts.
Well, you can't afford to take anybody. 400 grand.
The 400,000, that's crazy. But anyway, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, and again, to me, if you're in a courtroom, you screwed up. You should never find yourself there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
No kidding.
You know,
I got you.
Tell you who's not going to win? You. You know.
That's true.
I can tell you the verdict. You're going to lose money, guaranteed.
Yeah, ask for Pharrell Williams. But anyway.
Yeah. Now, one thing, Barry, I was kind of wondering, what do you find that's more on demand as far as between like instrumentals versus vocals?
Vocals pay way more.
Okay.
They do not value. Again, they're hiring a composer to do all the instrumentals. So if you're just doing instrumentals, they treat you like library music most of the time. And certain people, some of the urban shows and stuff will only license score, like they'll license beats and stuff to do their stuff.
Yeah.
Disney and some of these bigger things, their union shops, they will never license any score. Like they hired a composer, plus they want to own it too. You know, they want it to be a work for hire, and they want half or all your publishing.
Yeah.
But they pay you up front, so sometimes you're going like, yes, ma'am, you know, you can have it, you know. If it's if it's a work for hire, if they've hired you to do something creative,
right?
It's like hiring somebody to paint a picture of my dog. Okay, how much? Oh yeah, you own it. Your dog picture, you know.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Once it gets, you know, a certain number, then yeah. In my heyday, I just had the #1 hit and the Grammy nod, and we got same writing team. We got, I think it was $25,000 to write a song for a film, and we kept half the publishing. We did it.
Wow.
They paid us. They cut the scene, and we still made the money.
Cool.
Wow. Yeah. For a
Man.
song that never actually made the movie.
Wow.
That's when you get a really good agent,
Yeah.
They negotiate stuff like that.
I can deal with that. Show me the money.
I was sad it wasn't in there, but not that sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
How much of the song do they use? As far as I heard that it's like certain seconds or certain different parts of the song, or
They again, when I'm cutting it in, it depends. So if it's a famous song, like I'm working on a movie called The Man in the White Van, and we licensed the Doobie Brothers' Black Water, because it's set in Florida in 1970, between 74 and 80. So with that, I needed it for a scene where the girl's dancing in her room, and she and her sister have a record player fight. And but they had, when they cut it in, when they were doing the edit, they had it on and then turned it off and turned it back on. And I'm going, no, you can't do that. I cleared this for one use. If you do that, they're going to ding me for another big bunch of money. So I went in and re-edited it and kept it going for 2 minutes.
Wow.
Because you can't, and on a big song, it's called a needle drop.
Okay.
You can use it for as long as you want, but it's pretending like you dropped the needle on a record player.
Yeah.
You can't go here.
Oh.
Do use. However, when we do indie stuff, I'm going, I want to be in the movie. Hack my song up. I don't give a shit. Put the bitch first,
I know.
intro last, make me fit.
Right.
So I give all the guys on the indie stuff, if you want to get morally outraged, do it after you cash your check.
Right.
Right.
And so and that's what I want with my stuff. I try to, because I come from that world, I'm going, I'm not that precious, man. Start with the second verse. Great.
I'm glad to hear you say that, because that's my mentality. It's like, well, this, and that. I'm like, you know what? You just gave me $10,000. Wherever you want.
What I love is when they get mad at you. Like we put something in Degrassi where Drake started one of those little kiddie shows.
Yeah.
And this artist, and we didn't get him much money. I want to say it was like $1,000 or something, And he was super mad. I don't want to be in that show. It's against my brand. I hate it. Blah, blah. Threw a hissy fit. I'm going, well, you signed my contract. I put it in. Cash your check. And then it comes out. His iTunes stuff goes up. All his fan base is blowing up. And then he calls me up and says, can I get a copy of the show? You get it yourself. It's like, no, you can't, because I don't have any versions of it like that anyway. But yeah, it's like I couldn't believe it. He risked, and his manager he's really upset. I'm going, really?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
I don't get it
for that. But again, people don't. I mean, they don't know any better. There's a lot of people. We see people so scared to sign the contract or anything. That they'll miss on really good opportunities for, just that's why we have control over it. Again, if you don't know the difference between a good deal and a bad deal, you shouldn't be negotiating.
Right.
Fire yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
Take yourself out to dinner, call Uncle Ray the lawyer, and let him do it. I mean, if you don't know the difference between a good deal and a bad deal, what does that tell you?
Yeah.
Right.
He said it was a good deal. Did he now? He would say that,
I mean, I got a contract from who does the music for Vicon. There was a lawyer I know, and I went to him and I said, hey, this one paragraph I do not understand. It sounds like they're telling me that if somebody comes to collect royalties, that if you sign this, I waive it. And he looked at it. He said, I've never seen anything like that either. He said, he was like, I can't advise you to accept it because that's what it looked like to him. But there's some weird contracts out there. So if I don't understand
I'm seeing that one right now. So there is something happening, and I won't name names, but you're in the right thing. So some idiot, or somebody at one of these things, it's lazy lawyer writing. So what they did is they wrote it so we take all this stuff and we, you can't get any royalties and all this stuff. And then later in another paragraph they go, but we're not going to intercept any of your BMI or ASCAP royalties. We're going, and you're going like, I'm going. It looks like they take everything away from you and then give it back. And it's just bad because I had to call my lawyer, and he's a prince of darkness. He costs a fortune, and he looked at it and I said, is this just my imagination, or is this really bad legal work? The other thing that looks like that when you do a work for hire contract. So what a fair deal is when they're hiring you to write, whether it's to write a song or to score a movie, they're going to go and say it's a work for hire. We own everything. We do it. We do all this stuff. They're going to take every right away. And then they're going to say, however, in one paragraph, we will give you back the writer's share of all royalties. And anyone who wants to take more than that, that is not correct. But that's the bullshit way that they write all work for hire contracts.
Yeah, see, I got confused too. I went to his office. I said, hey, do you have a minute? Come on in, Joyce. I'm like, what is this?
There is a little bit of money that they're taking on you. It's some kind of European neighboring righty little thing. And I talked to my lawyer and I said, yeah, could they keep that? Is that something we would lose? And we looked at it, we went, it's so little money that they just don't want the hassle to track it.
That's amazing.
So, all right, I'll allow it. I ended up signing the deal on behalf of one of my clients, but I was going, this is clearly a mistake, because they put the word buyout in there. Going buyout, I never want to see buyout. In perpetuity, in the right thing, it's okay. Like you can't put it in somebody's movie and then go, hey, you know what? I want to take it out of Moulin Rouge now.
Yeah.
5 years later, you can't unring the bell.
Wow.
So that I understand. You got to be careful about perpetuity, but sometimes it's a completely natural thing. But buyout, I generally flip and hate. And this was buyout, but we give it back, and we don't take any union things, and we and you get to keep all your BMI and ASCAPs. It's like, okay, why would you say that word?
Yeah.
Right.
Just started doing it in the last 6 months, the guy admitted.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. I don't know if I know you have a day ahead of you, so we didn't want to take your whole day from you.
I'm glad to have been of help, and I'll go put out the fire for the people that interrupted us. So find out what I've got some kind of trouble brewing, and I'm pretty sure I didn't do it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But Carey, you want to close it out for him?
Yeah, just Barry, I just want to thank you for taking out time, to come and hang out with us and kind of give us some great information. And if you could, before you do leave, could you just again tell everybody where they can go, to actually...
The easiest place is wegetartists.com. So it's WEGETARTISTS.com.
Okay.
And that you can see, and that's where we do the film and TV stuff, and that's where all the other goodies are going to be growing out of too.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm definitely going to go over there, check that out, and of course, all of you out there listening.
How much of what he said was BS? Let's go check him out. Nope, he did lose the Emmy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very cool.
And
though.
hopefully one day we'll get to have your son on the show, because Gary told me he heard his music and it was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So
we would love to. He's got 2 more songs to do, and then it'll be that time. But I think it'd be good with your show too. I love that you're doing like the kind of music you play, because he would be like the fringe of that.
Yeah.
My daughter's is really interesting too.
Yeah, both of them. We'd love to.
Yeah,
I can give you Gary's information, or you could just have him email me and I'll forward it to Gary.
Well, I got Gary's number too. I can.
Got you.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I got his email number.
He'll give you his phone number too.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not precious about mine either.
All right, Gary.
All right,
Are we gonna
nice
go?
meeting all of you.
Thank you, Barry.
Okay,
Thank you,
Barry.
All right, Barry. Thanks for dropping.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. Well, we'll go into a quick music break and come right back and talk some more with John. Okay. I'm actually going to play a selection from John. Let's see here. I can't remember when we were on last week all the ones that I actually played, but I'm going to definitely go in and let's see. Tell me. Let's see. Let's go with
Never can say goodbye.
Oh yeah. Tell me about Come Into My Dreams.
My dreams, yeah, man. Yeah, it's actually this new one. This is like a remix because I was like I had wrote it and then I put it on another record, and I was like it was too slow for me. I was like that it said what I wanted to say, but at that time, but when I'm listening back to it, I'm like I'm not feeling that, and so I was like I'm gonna remix it. So, but I was calling around some of my DJ remixers, and they was like, yeah, I can remix it, and I can remix it, and then, then I thought about it. If you remix it, you're going to want some publishing of that. So, how about this? How about I remix it?
Yeah.
And let me see what I can do with it, And so, I let Anya hear it, and she was because I was gonna give it to this other singer because I'm not a singer. I don't really even enjoy singing, but I let the singer hear it, and he was like, I like it, but I can't do it right now. I'm like, okay, but I want this done right now, so that means I got to do the remix and the singing, the whole deal. So it's like I just sat in here one evening and did it, and I said, okay, well, that's gonna be the record.
All right, man. Okay. Well, John, go ahead, man. You're doing it, man. It sounds great. And
you never know, You just don't.
Might as well, you know what I mean? So, yeah, let's do that. And then I'll probably have another one on there, and when we come back, you can tell us about it as well. And,
cool, man.
And stuff. So, everybody, keep it locked right here on the Indie Live Spot. We'll be right back.
Baby, I know it's been hard times. We can make it as long as we got each other, baby. We can take it. 'Cause in life we might face some ups and downs. It'll be alright, yeah. Come into my dreams, lay your pretty head down. Slip away tonight. Come into my dream. We can slip away, girl. Come into my dream. We'll spend night and day, girl, yeah. I got the champagne on the ice and your favorite colored roses. I got the music on the stereo, candle lights turned down low, real low. We can get closer, closer, baby, touching each other hard. Promise you, baby, we won't let nothing, baby, tear us apart, baby, baby. Come into my dream. Well, we can slip away, girl. Come into my dream. We'll spend night and day, yeah, baby. Now, baby, come into my dream, yeah. Well, we can slip away, girl, yeah. Come into my dream. We'll spend night and day, girl, baby. Come on. Slip away, oh yeah. Come into my dream. We'll spend night and day, girl. Now, baby.
Just you wait and see, and a broken heart will heal eventually. Lovers come, lovers go. That's the way love goes, and the truth will go on. Love is what you make it. Love is what you make it. You got to love yourself. Love. You got to love yourself. Love yourself. 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 You got to love yourself. Life goes on if you just let it in. Just stay strong and believe that love will find a way. Everybody wants to be loved, but nobody wants to take time to love. And when it doesn't work out, then they cry to the heavens up above. You got to love yourself. 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 Hey, you got to love yourself. Love. You got to love yourself. Love. You got to love yourself. Love. You got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. Hey, you got to love yourself. You got to love yourself. You got to love yourself.
hope you enjoyed all of that good stuff from our guest, Mr. John Carey. And of course, what we did, we played. Let's see, which one did I tell you I was gonna? Oh, it was. I had to go back and think, but
Dream, the one about come into my dreams.
Right. And then we went into another one though.
Love is what you make it.
Yes. So you might tell us about that one as well, John, because that was nice as well.
Well,
it's all about love, baby.
Yeah, I wrote that for Ronnie Moss. Ronnie Moss is the tenor singer for the Spinners.
Yes.
And I've been doing stuff with him. I've been writing 2 CDs with him, a couple of singles with him, for him. And when I finished it, I was like, is this gonna sound like, I love the old stylistic stuff, the Stop Looking, Listening and all that, the good stuff that they put out back in the day. Yeah. And so that's the first thing that came to mind, is like, this guy sounds like the stylistics to me, you know. And so I was like, okay, let me write something that's gonna have that theme and it'll kind of refresh in people's memory of like that was the sound we listened to back in the day.
Right.
So I wrote the track, I wrote the words, sent it over to him, and I gave him a demo. This is how I like to have the melody going. And within the whole day, we finished that song within the day.
Nice.
Which was cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, it turned. I think it turned out pretty good.
Yeah. How's Ronnie doing? I know I remember when you both guys came on the show.
Somewhere they just in Florida, Jacksonville.
Okay.
They on road.
Wasn't he on the show?
Yeah.
Didn't he come on the show with you one time, Ronnie?
Did. Yes.
Yeah, right now he's out with the Spinners and the OJs.
Okay.
Wow.
So OJ's Eddie is sick, so right now they replaced him with one of the singers of the Temptations.
So much going on right now. When you say that, my heart goes, Eddie is what? And I just froze. Because after Bill Russell and Nichelle, and forget the other lady actress. 3 of them.
3 and 3.
Exactly. But what I love is what you make it. When I'm listening to it, I heard that era, but I felt Marvin Gaye-ish and Curtis Mayfield.
Yes.
And that's what I felt to it.
As a kid, I'm from Chicago, so as a kid, I used to try my best. I didn't do it all the time, but sometimes I get a chance to sneak into Curtis Studios, which you see Curtis and everybody's just sitting. Jerry Butler actually lived down the street, so it's like it was so. When you think back as a kid, it's like, okay, it was ghetto, but it was like fun.
Yeah.
Ghetto. Games, it was that. Other than that part, it was okay.
Right.
Get it.
But there are gangs in every neighborhood when you really think about it. There's a concern in every neighborhood.
Right.
But I love it, and the percussions in that one, hot.
Yeah, actually, Ronnie played the kumbas and stuff on there.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was actually a percussionist before he actually took off an audition for the Spinners.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Go, Ronnie. Shoot.
I know. Tell him hi for us. Tell him GHP Radio Crew said hi.
Yeah, he probably should be listening in.
Yeah.
Oh, he is? Okay, awesome. Well, that's definitely a nice track. Really nice.
Thank you.
I enjoy that.
Yeah.
But come into my dreams, brother.
Yeah, that was great. Really, really.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. It's like one of those songs that I didn't feel I wrote enough. I was like, I need another verse, and then I was thinking, no, songs are short verse now. They like, little bitty verse, chorus, let's go, And so I was like, okay, let's just let it roll,
Yeah, you definitely had the old school love song vibe on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that even new artists are coming up with some nice love songs. I remember hearing a comedian talking about some of the so-called love songs. She said, "What is that? Where you want to put it? What is that?"
Yeah.
It's just like, what happened to "I love you, baby. I want to spend my life with you."
Right.
But as we walk through the meadow and we're, that kind of love song,
Right.
because if I'm a young woman, a guy comes up to me like that, I'm like, "Excuse me,
Right.
that's a turn off.
Right.
That's not romantic." And I think that sometimes I'm missing the romantic part of the love songs back in the day.
Right.
Even if it was a broken heart song, it was still romantic. How I miss you, baby.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mhm. So thanks for bringing that back.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Ray,
I don't know where we left.
Ray, did you
Mhm.
get full, Ray?
Yeah, he's falling asleep. You didn't see
Yeah,
him?
no,
I'm just I see you looking down.
no, I wasn't asleep.
Okay, we're just checking.
Actually, Gary, he was
I just
licking
got
his
this
lips.
email from Rosetta about the schedule for the museum in Miami. So
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah, so that's what I was looking at.
Yeah. You got the
Mhm.
little trip ahead of you, don't you, this coming week?
Boy, shit, come Monday, boy.
Tell us how you really feel, Ray.
Well, I already knew everybody riding in that van. I wasn't gonna do that. Period.
Oh yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No.
No.
So, I got a friend that's going with me, and so my plan is we drive to Mississippi, stop. I can visit a friend of mine, then go on base. I got the family quarters on base for one night.
Yeah.
Get up that morning and on the night, drive on into Miami and go to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Ooh, he had to say that, y'all.
What was that, Joyce?
I'm going to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel.
Oh. Did he play it up?
Yeah. 5-star hotel.
Right. Well, Ray, since you here this week, you got something to talk to ask John since you wasn't here last week because we got ours in a little bit last week.
Got it all in.
Well, we got some till we got cut off, but
you knew what I'm talking about. Did she get it all in?
oh, Joyce.
But since you're dying to talk, go talk. The platform is yours. Take over, my brother.
Hey, John.
Hello.
Hey man, with the music, you right on top of that. But and boy, you so bold in what you have to say on this social media. I love it. But
I'm from the hood, so it's like I'm ain't nothing nobody can say to offend me that I haven't heard before.
Yeah.
So
Bring it.
The whole thing is, if the people that's listening like today, and the people that go back and catch the replays and things, they need to start picking up on what's going on and what we're saying about this music field.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. I'm not gonna say something that I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say something that I don't believe myself. You
Right.
know? And I'm saying, I know how I spend my money, and I know that certain places I'm not going to spend my money. Like I can't shop in some of those like those 5-star places. As you say, I can't do it. I know I got to go to 3-star because I know where my money is.
I know that's right.
Well, I know what mine is too, but when you got people in high places.
Oh yeah, you got to take advantage of that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm not gonna pay $600 for a room from the 9th when I get there through the 13th. Hell no, I ain't finna do that. You know how much money that is?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah, you got somebody in high places, gotta make use of that. I understand. That's a good thing.
Keith said,
yeah, man. Like $175, you know, between $170 and $175, you know, that's I can handle that.
Right.
So that wasn't bad. Cause I was just in Oklahoma City the other day, and I stayed at the AC area. I'm talking about that song was laid out.
Yeah.
I'll do it with you, Joyce.
What?
Just
Keith got you in the chair.
I'm in there.
Is Keith in there?
Yeah.
Talking about Ray. For a mile. He's talking slow.
He got you pegged, man.
Keith, I was just cleaning out the top of it and the bottom. Getting that Then you think I could afford that? And you know, and going down there, she done set up room. Hell, I'm not sleeping in the room with 3 other men. I wasn't gonna do it.
Right.
I think I'm gonna go with that one too.
you know, with a 2-bed, what are they gonna do? Pull out some the rollaway beds and stuff.
Somebody sleep on the couch.
And sleeping on the sofa. Yeah, I'm not gonna do all that. Shit.
Yeah, like I know we're at an age now. I want my own room.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The only one who's coming in my room is my husband. That's it.
I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
4?
I just couldn't do it.
I'm not. No, I'm with you on that one, Matt.
Yeah.
She said.
What does that have to do about John, though?
I ain't gonna do it. No, I was just saying.
We talking about money.
See, I know John don't like spending money like that either.
Oh no.
And you know, I don't care. You know, and you know, it's just like I was saying earlier when Barry was talking. You know, I tried some things. You know, had it Gary though, he was the first one I tested it on, and it worked. And then nobody wouldn't want to pay me, you know, a little money, because they holler, we ain't got no money, blah, 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 blah. But you started putting out CDs. But that's when I came into the radio area. And like I said, just trying to help. You know?
Keith, you should have just been on the show.
No, Keith is he's good where he at.
Between A and T on Preposition Street, right? Gris, I got you. I heard you.
So, John, what's the next adventure, bro?
Say what now?
What's the next adventure?
Oh man, I'm gigging on the 14th, and then I'm gigging here on the 19th. I'll be back in California in November. Got 3 gigs there. But yeah, you know, I'm at that point where if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So it's like I'm not trying to take. I mean, I get those calls. I just got a call. It's like, okay, can you come out for $400? No, I can't. You know, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
by the time I
pack my car, I'm already tired. So, but by the time I get through everything, and you offer me $400, by the time I get to the gig, I've already spent some of that money already.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, and then, so it's like, no, I can't do that. So yeah, I'm kind of like taking my time, picking and choosing what I'm doing, you know, and you know, like I say, hooked up with the publicist lady and, you know, Angela.
Angela, what's her name? Last name?
Angela,
I know who you talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
real cool.
Mm-hmm.
Keith,
Yeah, because she's down there in Atlanta too, isn't she?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you who she is. I got it on my phone.
Yeah. Angela Moore is the name.
Yeah,
Who?
more.
Yeah, Angela Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Angela P. Moore.
P. Moore.
She's been on the show before.
Mhm.
She's been on the show with an artist. I remember her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's cool. She's cool people.
She's cool people.
Yeah, very much.
I liked her because when we met, when we talked on the phone, and the first thing she says, I am straightforward.
Mhm.
Okay. I am, everything is open.
Yeah.
You know, this is what the gig pays. This is how much I charge. This is my percentage I charge for getting the gig.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? And if you're okay with that, I was like, yeah, I'm cool because I will charge too. So that's it. I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. You know, we just don't want like backdoor deals. I don't like backdoor. I used to have an agent in Palm Springs that you never knew what the gig paid. Never.
Right.
Ever.
Right. I
Ever.
hate that.
Yeah.
I got hired to do this club, and the club owner pulled me to the side and said, hey, John, here's the deal. The guy that booked you guys here, I'm paying him 3 times the amount of money that I'm paying you. So what I would do is give you guys, this is my band, give you guys another $500 on top of what I'm paying you now, and let's cut this guy. Because this guy, he's costing me monthly, he's costing me hundreds and thousands of dollars. You know, go back to the agent, I was like, dude, he said, well, you know, you can do what you want to do, but I get you other gigs. I'm like, but, you know,
Yeah, but
this is ridiculous what you doing, dog. You know, you don't have to make that kind of money, you know, performing.
Yeah, but I found that out 5-6 years ago that, you know, if somebody would say, hey, Joyce, I got you booked for 1,000, but it was really 3,000, the agent will put the 2 in his pocket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
When I found out about
yeah, and the sad thing is that what you agree upon is normally what it is. Okay, so if I agree with you that I'm going to work for $1,000, but only agreed upon that because you told me this is what the gig pays.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know, if you tell me the gig pays $1,000, then I'm gonna be a fool and say I don't need that 1,000. You know, like I gotta take that 1,000. But you said that up under false pretenses. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. I mean, and then to me, somebody calls me, I'm like, great, get me a gig, get your percentage, as long as we don't have an exclusive contract.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know, so that's why I like what Barry said. Hey, we're non-exclusive. If you can get a deal somewhere else, go on and get it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that everybody needs to work like that right now.
Exactly.
You know, if I call you John and I'm an agent, I'll just tell you, hey John, I'm going to call you when I get something.
Right.
And you're going to say, fine.
Right.
Here it is. Keep me busy, Joyce. Do what you do. But I wouldn't ask you to sign a contract unless it was just for that particular gig. So we know I'm getting this amount, you're getting this amount. And I think that's the way it should be handled across the board right now.
Right.
Unless you can guarantee me.
Right. When she
What I call that?
she says, I'll take out, you know, I take away 20%. I'm like, okay, I'm cool. That's not highway robbery to me, you know.
But you know what I call it, John? Theft by deception.
Yeah. Yeah.
By deception.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's by
true.
deception. It sure is, Mac. That's a good one.
That's
Oh, I got to put a score on the board for you. There you go.
Go, Ray. Go, Ray.
Get my board back. Go back.
That's what it's called.
Baby,
Theft
gotta
by
go.
Yeah.
deception.
That sounds like the title of a book, though.
Yes, theft by deception.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And it hurts just as bad. Well, you can say, well, Joyce, you agreed to $1,000, but you deceived me. You said that how much that's the gig. That wasn't it.
Right. Right.
And I'm the one that was on that stage for 2 hours.
The saddest thing is that we're friends. I'm taking you as my friend, as my business partner friend. So when you do that to me, it's like, okay, so there goes our friendship. I know where we stand.
Right.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. You said, okay, I'll kick the dust off my shoes and this won't happen again.
Right.
It's just not going to happen again. Sometimes you just have to eat it. When you mess up, or you didn't mess up, somebody violated you. So we have to stop, but you learn from it. This won't happen again. And I think a couple of people were quite surprised when they kept coming back. And I looked at them like they were crazy.
Right.
It's a done deal.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a done deal when you even have a contract and you still didn't give me my money. I can't work with you.
No.
Bye.
It's true.
Yeah.
There are a couple people, I'll take a handshake. I know you well enough, but then again, those people, you can't even get a contract with them in writing, and they still try to deceive you. You don't want to deal with those folks.
Yeah.
Bad
Unless you
news.
send me 100% upfront before I even arrive at the meeting. I didn't say 50 or 50. I said 100%.
Right.
And only because you have proven to me that even with a contract, you're not trustworthy.
Right.
Where there's some promoter I work with, I do small gigs from here and there. I don't even ask for a contract because he's dependable.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, can you do something for an hour, blah, 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 just you and your track? Yeah, I can do that for you. I'll be there. And then what he'll do, he'll pay me and ask everybody else there to give me something too. So you can.
Yeah.
I can work with people like that. So there are some people that I can work with, but then there is some that even, nah.
Hey, John, she done a show, boy, she'll play a while, then she get to begging. She'll play a while, then she get to begging.
I didn't beg.
Well, you got that cup full.
Look, I sure did. That's what the Bible says, you have not because you ask not. So, ask and I receive.
Actually, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mouth don't get fed.
Just sure enough.
That's another one. Closed mouth and get fed. So it was my birthday concert, and people brought cards and gifts. I was very blessed that night. It's a good thing. So.
That's a good thing.
I guess we put about $10 in there, but you was blessed with my present.
I sure would. That's actually true, but I'm not. I actually was happy to see you with your brum man hat.
Get it come in clean.
Come in
Yeah,
clean.
he came in clean. Brum man came in real clean. I did a little short highlight video, and in the video is Matt getting up, walking across the room.
Really?
And I cut it. Then it shows you on the other side of the room. I said, there's Brum Mac. The way he was dressed that night, he was Brum Mac. Okay.
But I have not forgot to do what I was going to do. I've been so busy with this other stuff to send you those clips.
Oh, that's fine. I understand. You have to understand. You're talking to another busy person. That's why I tell people, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Oh, yeah.
I got you. But John, your CD is off the chain, bruh.
It's good. It's
Thank
good.
Yeah, you keep outdoing yourself. How can you take it to another level?
I don't know. I don't know what to work on until I start working. You know,
Okay.
Cause right now my desk is junky, but it's full. I loaded with people's projects that I'm starting. You know, like my CD. You know, another. I'm working on some stuff for my cousin, a gospel CD. So it's like some different things I'm working on. So for me, I'm always the last. I come up last for me. You know, after I finish everybody else's stuff, then I'm thinking, okay, so what's left over? Where's my leftover stuff for me? What I'm gonna do? You know. So, but yeah, there's all kind of things in my head. Like I want to do a funk CD. I just want to do straight up funk, R&B, funk CD. You know, so it's like, and then like I don't know what that's gonna do to the little smooth jazz people. You know, that's just like, you know, they love that smooth jazz thing, but it's like, you know, my roots are all that and above. You know.
Yeah.
I think we should do it all. I know that because I think I told the guys heard this before. When my husband heard saxophone, he said, "You know that's not going to make it on watercolors. That's not smooth jazz."
Guess who
I know
called
that.
Keith. Keith.
Oh, did Keith get you? He said
All right.
he called you Slow Mac.
Do I need to mute him? Oh,
Well,
he did it already.
It's about time for us to wrap. It's about time for us to wrap things up.
Yeah, it is time. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you, John, again
Oh man, cool. Not a problem.
coming back to us and
Yeah.
and everything and hanging and you know when we got thrown off last week, you know, I posted. I said, well, this was just part 1, so we'll be back next week for part 2.
Right.
So, but
I appreciate it.
yeah, really enjoy having you always, and keep doing that great music.
Yes, indeed.
We're gonna keep
Man.
supporting you.
Wait, Mac.
Man.
Wait, Mac. Wait, Mac. You're cutting it on Gary. Hold on. Go ahead, Gary.
No, you better let him go ahead before you forget.
Right.
Come on.
My friend Keith Gilchrist gonna call me and tell me to get off the phone, but he called me on the phone.
No, he meant Skype.
I took it 1 second. Then I get a call from Keith. He said, "Get off the phone."
But he was testing you, Mac. You don't understand what he was doing. You weren't supposed to answer that because you're on the air. And so when you answer, like, get off the phone. You don't do that. That was a test. And you fell for it. Hook, line,
He got you.
you're not on the air of the show. And where's my phone? You don't pick it up and go, hello.
He forgot to put his finger up, so if you
Like I'm in church.
Well, I'll give you some credit. At least you didn't mute your mic, because there was one time hello, and
right smack in the middle of the interview.
But go ahead, kid. I had to get that off my chest.
Well, hell, I forgot.
Hell, you forgot.
Oh man.
I'm glad. Look, this time I'm glad because I got to let you know what Keith was doing. He set you up and you fell for it. Good job, Keith.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Okay, back to you, Gary.
Well, again, I want to thank everybody, and I also want to thank Mr. Barry Coffing for coming through today. That was really some great information. It's good to hear some of the stuff, and in fact, I'm definitely gonna be going over and checking all that out. So, for you other artists out there that was listening and checking it out, if you're curious about it, feel free to go over, man. Because a lot of artists, like I said, out there doing their thing, but there's ways of besides doing your gigs and doing your other little things, why not even look into some other options, to help you out. You know what I mean? That'd be really cool. If you can get a piece on some film or some TV or something like that. Some artists don't think about that side of the business, but it's definitely a great something to have in your back pocket as well, along with what you're already doing. So feel free to check it out. But again, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in today. I enjoyed the show, enjoyed talking to everybody, and I just want y'all to all have a great weekend. Be safe. And with that said, we'll be back next week. I'm going to pass it over to Joyce and Ray. And again, John, thank you so much. And in fact, let's let John, you want to tell everybody where they can get your music and if you got something else you just want to tell us about, get off before we pass it on.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm on all the social media sites, all the iTunes and all that kind of crazy stuff. So I'm on all of that. So just look me up, John Carey. Other than that, I'm just do 4 or 5 shows a month and pretty happy with that.
Right.
and which is good. And then, like I said, this is inside this room right here. It's like where I spend, 12, 13 hours a day in studio. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, John, you and Barry, it's been our pleasure to have you on the show today. But I was going to say this. You got a good person that's doing your publicist for you, Angela P.
Angela P.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You got a good girl for that one.
Yeah.
Now,
Woman.
excuse me, woman.
No. Woman.
Woman. I'm already being correct.
Gotta get it right.
But, I just hope that everybody's in that listening audience there, if y'all picked up on what Barry was saying, if you pick up on it, it's going to be successful. You may be doing it and just waiting till something happens. Then it doesn't happen. Here you may have a platform to get right on in there. It may take time, but eventually you're going to get there. You've tried everything else. Why not try this?
Right. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So, but...
Is it my turn yet?
Well, I probably won't be on the show next week because I'll be traveling. I'll be in Miami next week. So I'm going to say to this, see you later, bye.
Yeah.
Safe travels, brother.
Yeah.
Well, my brother from another mother, John Carey, I love your music. I love your attitude towards music. I love your perseverance. You're doing so well. People have heard your testimony. Know you've been through a lot in the last few years, and you're not a survivor but an overcomer. And so that encourages me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blessed by your success.
Yes.
I'm really honored. I mean, I was happy to have Barry. He had a lot to offer, but you have a lot to offer as well. Just you being you and being encouraging and pursuing the music business, doing it your way. And you're successful. We keep the recent article on Soul. What's the name of it? Soul Tracks. That was a very good article. So, Soul Tracks.
Yes.
Let's get it right. So, so everybody in the chat room, click the up button, thumbs up button, and subscribe if you haven't already. And also, will you invite some your friends? There's a share button under the video. When it starts, you can click share it on your timeline, invite people to come in. We're still trying to build this platform. And as you can see, Gary's doing a great job. We have artists on here, and we have people who can tell you about the business as well. I think that's a great thing. So help us build this platform. Mm-hmm. Even with Ray Mack eating food, it's still on the air. It's still great. Well, we'll see you next week, Gary.
Okay, everybody. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.
All right, guys.